Sometimes it seems like people will never invent the things they show in beautiful renderings. For example, this is how specialists from the Goodyear Scientific and Technical Division showed their vision of flying cars. Their main feature is non-pneumatic tires, whose design allows them to function both as wheels for moving on the ground and as propellers for moving through the air. It seems like some kind of crazy science fiction, technically impossible. But let's take a look at this motorcycle with jet turbines in its wheels. This bike is the brainchild of the French inventor Ludovic Lazareth. The new model is quite similar to Lazareth's previous creation, the LM 847. This previous model was a motorcycle where the front and rear wheels were arranged in pairs, but each had its own drive. The machine was equipped with a powerful Maserati engine with 470 horsepower, but the new model is even cooler. 4 jet turbine engines from the German company JetCat, which are also used on the Ivar Ivarossi jetpack and on the NASA Skunk Works X-56A aircraft. Or, for example, the PowerBoard Vendetta is a hybrid of a skateboard, snowmobile, and snowboard. It is equipped with 2 electric motors that drive 2 tracks. Like a skateboard, the PowerBoard is controlled by shifting your body weight. With a pilot weighing 75 kilograms, the device can run continuously for 40 minutes at a speed of 25 kilometers per hour. The unique feature of the PowerBoard is that it is capable of conquering off-road terrain. It can handle sand, ice, rocks, and even stair steps. The approximate cost of Vendetta is about $5,000. So engineering is constantly moving forward. Right before our eyes, projects are being invented and brought to life that just yesterday seemed like unattainable science fiction. Or, for example, here's what those Finnish hotshots are capable of. Finnish engineers from the startup Solar Food have invented a way to produce food literally out of thin air. As the creators themselves say, any protein consists of the same elements as air: nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and also dissolved water vapor. The key is grouping the atoms correctly. For this, electricity is needed to split water molecules into their components, and a few bacteria that can reproduce by feeding on the products of this reaction. Right now, Solar Foods is at the experimental production stage and produces 1 kilogram of high-protein food powder called Solian per day. It looks and tastes like wheat flour. This powder contains 50 to 60% protein, with the rest being fats, 5 to 10%, and carbohydrates, 20 to 25%. Is this the start of the gruel they served in The Matrix? Who knows, since brain implants are already a reality today, even in Russia. Look, Russian scientists have presented a new development that allows blind people to see again. The gadget includes a neuroimplant that is implanted into a person's brain, a headband with cameras responsible for real-time video streaming, and a microcomputer that is attached to the belt. The device is capable of stimulating the visual areas of the cerebral cortex using weak electrical currents, thereby creating a contour image. Thanks to this, a person can distinguish visible objects and navigate in space. And this isn't the only news about implanted chips. Here's another example. A brain implant completely cured an American woman of untreatable depression in just a few months. A team of scientists from the University of California brought 36-year-old patient Sarah into complete remission, who had suffered from severe depressive disorder since childhood, which did not respond to the strongest medications or electroconvulsive therapy. Thanks to a new method of deep brain stimulation using an intracranial implant, the woman has been free of depression symptoms for a year now. In the fall of 2020, scientists implanted 10 electrodes into key areas of the emotional subsystem in Sarah's brain. For 10 days, the electrodes recorded patterns of neural activity, while scientists monitored the patient's emotions. As soon as Sarah fell into a depressive state, the pattern was marked as a depression marker, and the electrodes sent electrical impulses that stabilized the woman's emotional state. This is a robot snake from America. The American developer Howie Chose's robot imitates the movement of a real reptile. But the main thing is that this is not just a toy. This is a robot that can save people's lives, because its main task is to search for disaster victims under the rubble. And this is a Romanian flying saucer. Sounds cool, doesn't it? It's not just the Third Reich that's capable of this. Jokes aside, The aerodynamics of this aircraft are the result of more than 2 decades of work and are very well documented across hundreds of pages. And it is confirmed by computer modeling and wind tunnel testing. But why do we even need this thing that looks more like a toy? The inventors are confident that a full-scale model of their device will create a new and revolutionary paradigm of flight. In practice, their current model is already incredibly maneuverable and can even fly upside down. By the way, it actually has legs, and they retract. And if their calculations are correct, a full-scale version of such a saucer with the right engines will also be able to fly faster than the speed of sound. Currently, the prototype uses propellers instead of jet engines. The inventors claim that the saucer's curvature, ideal for supersonic flight, will result in little or no traditional sonic boom when moving from normal to supersonic speeds. The sonic boom everyone loves to photograph. No one has managed to achieve this before. In addition, the inventors promise almost the same maneuverability at high speeds as at low speeds. Sharp changes of direction, more intense movement, acrobatic maneuvers, and an abrupt stop into a hover. It's interesting to compare flying machines in general. This is what helicopters looked like in the 1920s. This video is exactly 101 years old, and this is what the prototype of a hydrogen-powered air taxi with vertical takeoff looks like, which is being actively developed by Paragon Aerospace. But even if we don't consider such computer renders futuristic and possibly never-to-be-realized devices, we can take a look at today's helicopters. Take a look at this flying crane. Only a little over 50 of these have been produced. Cayman K-1200. K-MAX, an American helicopter built with an intermeshing rotor design. It was specifically designed to carry loads weighing up to 2,700 kilograms. The helicopter's intermeshing rotor design is the most efficient for performing vertical lift operations with cargo because it provides reduced fuel consumption, power requirements, structural weight, ventilation, noise levels, vibrations, maintenance costs, as well as increased safety due to the absence of a tail rotor. Interestingly, the helicopter does not have a seat for a second pilot. The narrow fuselage gives the pilot good visibility, especially to the rear where cargo hangs at the cable's end. But let's get back down to earth, and let's go inside. Seed M1 accordion-style folding TV. It has special hinges and a micro LED display made up of 5 sections. The total screen size is 165 inches. A cool thing that would easily fit in your room, especially since the price of such a TV is just about 30 million rubles. But in fact, there are more affordable, unusual inventions for most people on Earth, like this portable water lily turbine, specially designed for travelers. It can generate energy from 2 elements at once, wind and water, meaning from a fast-flowing river. The turbine weighs only 800 grams and has dimensions of 180 by 75 millimeters. The minimum operating flow speed is 1 kilometer per hour, and the wind speed is 0.8 kilometers per hour. The turbine reaches its maximum power of 25 watts at a flow speed of 7.2 kilometers per hour or a wind speed of 72 kilometers per hour. Surprisingly, in this world of inventions and battery-powered gadgets, there is even a place for a car that runs on water. However, it runs on salty seawater, and, as always, there's a catch. In the Quant 48-volt electric car developed by the German company Nanoflow Cell, 2 tanks of salty water are used to generate electricity. The tanks are separated by a membrane that extracts electrons from the ions and, as a result, generates electricity. The car is equipped with an electric motor with a power of 760 horsepower, allowing it to accelerate to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.4 seconds. But here's the catch. The cost of the special bioionic fluid used for the Quant 48-volt is 10 cents per liter. The developers, of course, boast that this fluid is completely environmentally safe and is used as a catalyst for the reactions needed to generate electricity in the saltwater tank. Looking at all these engineering things, it's hard to tell what our near future will be like. Will it be with flying machines or with a beautiful digital concentration camp? Each person draws their own conclusions from today's events. Write what you think about all this, and see you on our channel.